Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Germany and the US have warned they could target a key Russian gas pipeline if the country invades Ukraine. A US State Department spokesman said the Nord Stream 2 pipeline will not move forward if Russia were to attack. The controversial energy project is designed to double gas flow and runs from Russia direct to Germany under the Baltic Sea. Meanwhile, schools in Ukraine have been holding bomb threat drills to teach children what to do if their buildings are attacked. Tens of thousands of Russian troops have massed on Ukraine's borders in recent weeks, prompting fears of an invasion, despite repeated Russian denials of any plan to attack.
Well, it's a very worrying situation in Ukraine. We're seeing Russian troops amassed on the border, and we're being very clear with Russia, which is there would be severe economic cost to Russia if they were to stage an incursion into Ukraine. We're also helping Ukraine with the supply of defensive weapons, and we're strengthening our support to NATO as well.
6 young Japanese people are suing the operator of the FUKUSHIMA nuclear plant after developing thyroid cancer in the years following the nuclear disaster. The plaintiffs, aged between 6 and 16 at the time of the disaster, say they got cancer from radiation exposure. All of them underwent surgery to remove parts or all of their thyroid glands. However, they may struggle to prove that radiation led to their cancer. Southern Africa has been hit by flooding that has left dozens dead across the region in the wake of Tropical Storm Anna. Events have been held around the world to commemorate the Holocaust. Here, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, the German President and Knesset Speaker of Israel, laying wreaths.
Zum Hass verführen. Sie wählt und streitet demokratisch.
There were then emotional speeches in the Bundestag, with calls for more to be done to remember those who died. Holocaust Memorial Day marks the liberation of the Auschwitz-Birkenau camp, the largest of the Nazi death camps in 1945. Around 6 million Jewish people were killed by the Nazis in World War II. The day also marks the genocides that followed in Cambodia, Rwanda, Bosnia and Darfur. Jordanian soldiers have killed 27 smugglers as they tried to cross the border from Syria with large quantities of amphetamines during a snowstorm. Others, also carrying drugs, fled back into Syria during the attempt, one of an increasing number of such incidents over the past year that had led to the army to toughen its rules of engagement with smugglers. US Vice President Kamala Harris has departed for Honduras, where she is expected to attend the inauguration of the Central American country's first female president. Washington hopes to alleviate the political turmoil clouding the assumption of power by leftist President-elect Xiomara Castro. US officials want to work with Castro to curb illegal immigration from Central America and shore up international support for Taiwan. And finally, a sculpture of the NBA great Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi Bryant has been erected at the site where they were killed in a helicopter crash. The 160-pound bronze statue depicts the pair wearing basketball uniforms and sharing a loving glance as Gigi holds Kobe's hand as it rests on her shoulder. Engraved on the statue's steel pedestal are the names of all 9 victims of the early morning crash, which happened exactly 2 years ago.
The reason why I came today was because when I would visit the area prior to this, I never got the sense that something was done in the right way to honor the lives that were lost. And this is my attempt to kind of do things the right way.
And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.